A freak accident left a New Mexico woman fighting for her life. Then came a whole new round of pain. In tonight's special assignment, News 13's Gabrielle Burkhardt shows you what a hospital tried to do to her and why it's a problem hundreds of New Mexicans are facing.
December 2015 in Alamogordo.
I was at a graduation party.
One sweeping moment.
We were country dancing, and the partner that I was dancing with went to flip me.
Would change Samantha Hunt's life.
Flipped me once, everything went great. Went to flip me again, dropped me on my head.
Winter weather kept her from being flown to UNMH in Albuquerque, so an ambulance rushed her to the nearest Level 1 trauma hospital for emergency surgery in El Paso, Texas.
Was in a coma for almost 2.5 weeks, brain surgery, the whole works.
To me, it's the worst call a parent can ever get. Your daughter's hurt, out of town.
Samantha's dad, Terry Reardon, jumped in the car to make the 4-hour drive from Albuquerque to El Paso.
And evidently, she ruptured a blood vessel inside her brain, and it was bleeding and compressing her brain.
Her family feared the worst.
It just takes your heart away to see your daughter like that. My fear was she wasn't going to survive. And I believe that if she hadn't had the surgery within the hour, she would have died.
But she survived, and with intense physical therapy, Samantha managed to get back on her feet. That is, until she started opening her mail.
My first thought was, okay, it's got to be a mistake. You know, maybe they just get my insurance.
It was a bill from the University Medical Center Hospital in El Paso for $95,000. At the time, Samantha had insurance through New Mexico Health Connections. So why was her bill so high? Well, that's because the El Paso hospital was considered out of network. Had she made it to UNMH that night, her insurance would have covered emergency care.
I was in tears because I was like, this can't be right.
The bills kept coming, even a letter threatening to send her to a debt collector. As it turns out, Samantha was facing a problem others who are fully insured have also faced: surprise or balance billing.
Surprise billing or balance billing certainly is a nationwide problem that many health plans, many provider organizations, emergency departments are dealing with today.
Dr. Mark Epstein is the Chief Medical Officer for True Health New Mexico, which provides medical management to New Mexico Health Connections. He says especially in an emergency, patients can find themselves victims of balance billing. Since Samantha had a head injury in need of immediate surgery, she wasn't in a position to pick a hospital in-network. Usually, Dr. Epstein says hospitals and providers can work out a payment agreement, but it's not always easy.
There's today, I would say, a gap in bringing those two entities to the table and say, resolve this and please leave the patient out of it.
That's where the Office of the Superintendent of Insurance, or OSI, comes in.
Ever since the Medicaid expansion in the state of New Mexico, we've had 350,000 more people insured under health plans.
Superintendent of Insurance John Franchini says with more people insured, his office is overwhelmed trying to help resolve balance billing problems.
Our department has not been prepared for the large number of complaints that have occurred.
There were 368 complaints just last year, he says. His office did a study with the University of New Mexico Center for Health Policy and found 1 in every 5 policyholders in the state had a surprise bill. It was 1 in 2 for people who made a trip to an emergency room.
We know that this is a problem, and we need to help fight this.
He plans to introduce new legislation next year to try and get all players on the same page when it comes to patient billing to avoid surprises. This year, his office is asking for feedback on the bill.
Advocates, insurance companies, medical providers, hospitals, they all need to be together, and we need to solve this together.
For now, there is recourse for victims of balance billing. First, you can file a complaint with your insurance company. If it's not worked out, you can call the OSI. But Samantha and her dad did all of that.
Can you tell me, why it's taken so long?
From April to September, we lost 2 of our staff. We only had 1 staff person handling managed health care claims.
He says his office should have had a public hearing in Samantha's case.
The request for the hearing got lost upstairs in our legal department. It was just a pure accident, and I apologize. It was our mistake.
Since we started asking questions, Franchini called Samantha's dad directly and got involved in her case.
And I didn't seem to be getting anywhere until I called you.
Now, more than 2 years after the accident, Samantha's dad got the message he'd been waiting for. New Mexico Health Connections settled the bill with El Paso for an undisclosed sum. Her account was now at a zero balance. But fighting a balance bill in the wake of almost losing his only child at just 30 years old was the last thing he wanted to deal with. Now he can focus
It's a miracle.
on the strides his daughter has made.
I'm just thankful that she's here. That's all.
On special assignment,
We'll get through the other stuff.
Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
Now, if you've received a surprise bill, we have posted more information about this issue online. Just head to always on KRQE.com. You will also find the OSI study on surprise billing, the proposed legislation to fix that problem, and where to submit your comments.